Good morning and welcome to the IG market update for Friday the 30th of April. We've had a pretty steady start to the morning as investors wake up to the final week of campaigning ahead of next week's general election. A short while ago, the FTSE just turned negative, down now 25 points, 55.90. And the news today dominated by last night's final TV debate on the economy between the three leaders of the main parties. Media reporting that David Cameron of the Conservative Party came out on top, ahead of Nick Clegg of the Lib Dems, with sitting Prime Minister Gordon Brown of Labour in third. And sterling has recovered slightly overnight as a result of this. We're up 2 whole cents from yesterday's lows, currently 153.75. Now back to the equity markets, and BP and Barclays dominating the news today. Barclays reporting Q1 profit in line with expectation. Investment bank earnings were up, but the growth at Barcap not as high as possibly expected. Net profits just over £1 billion from 826 million last time round, and Barcap accounting for 4/5 of the group profits. Now we have seen their stock off quite a bit today, possibly off a bit of profit taking, with those results not in line with expectations. They are the biggest faller in the FTSE 100, down 5.5% at 340p this morning. Now BP continued to slide on the back of the Gulf of Mexico oil spill. They're off 1% today, 5.78. The US government has stated that BP will have to bear the cost of the cleanup operation, but many analysts are predicting or suggesting that the BP's recent fall is possibly overselling them, and that they are now a good buy. Morgan Stanley, one of these, noting that BP have fallen further than Exxon did after the Exxon Valdez disaster in 1989. That disaster, the worst oil spill in US history. Goldman Sachs, another one, also reiterating their buy rating on Barclays, saying the selling is overdone. Tullow Oil, another major faller today. They're down 3% at around 11.40, and it's on the back of a Deutsche Bank downgrade. Deutsche Bank cutting them to hold from buy, reducing their target price to 12.95 from 13.80. The rest of the market's kind of being supported by the other integrated oil stocks, BG, Shell and Cairn Energy, with insurers also helping to prop things up. Consumers in the UK are still wary as consumer confidence figures came out overnight, showing slightly worse than expected, a level of -16 from the expected and previous figure of -15, as according to the GfK NOP survey commissioned by the EU. Now, as we look ahead to the afternoon, we've got a pretty reasonable day on the data front. We've just had Eurozone inflation and unemployment at 10 a.m. Inflation in the Eurozone 1.5% year on year, and unemployment 10%, both of those in line with the predicted figures. The US markets today, 130 US Q1 GDP, and at 255 April Chicago PMI, and the final University of Michigan's Consumer Sentiment Index for April, 71.3 the expected figure there, 73.6 was the previous. Now the US markets up yesterday, the Dow moving up over 100 points on the back of strong earnings from ExxonMobil, ConocoPhillips and consumer goods giant Procter & Gamble. And this morning we are calling them up again, around another 15 points on the Dow, 111.80.